Hi class, welcome to my presentation on my persuasive essay on homeschool versus public school. Have you ever questioned what your kids were learning in school? Have you ever felt like you wish your child could receive better education? Have your child or someone you've known ever been a victim of bullying? Even deciding to act like they were sick because they didn't want to attend school anymore? How about your kids' grades failing, or even those students who just simply aren't being challenged enough at school? I want you to close your eyes for a second, and I just want you to think about a time where you was just so sick and tired of something. You were angry, you were upset, and just take yourself back to how you felt then. All those different emotions and things like that, to where you almost got to a point where you were willing to give up. That is what some students go through in public schools. And I want you to open your eyes. Our children aren't getting the time with teachers that they need. They need more one on one time. These classes, a lot of public school classes, are overcrowded, and this is the reason why. Bullying has just now become a forefront problem to teen suicide, but it's been going on for many years. We need a better curriculum that meets every child's individual needs. Such problems can easily be resolved by homeschooling. That's simple, right? Homeschooling allows that one on one time some students desperately need. In fact, homeschooling allows you to choose a curriculum, to choose a schedule. You have a small teacher student ratio, and it teaches the kids to just simply be more independent. You will never have to question again if your child is getting the best education because of the city that you live in. You can finally put all those questions to rest and sleep better at night, knowing that you did your job as a parent. Homeschooling provides ways for kids to go on field trips, to participate in sports, etc., just like other schools. And some actually provide classroom learning once or twice a week so that they are not lacking in social skills. Sometimes you'll notice you'll walk into the classroom, your child's classroom, and the teacher might not even remember your child's name, or they simply just can't really say anything about your kid, even if they know their name. This is because the classrooms are too crowded. Schools in the cities like Detroit, have that problem. I myself went to a Detroit school, and if you didn't get to class on time, or if you just simply didn't get to class early, you really didn't have a place to sit down. They ended up putting tables in one of my classes so that people can have somewhere to sit besides standing up in the back of the room. This is one thing that really hinders the education that our children are lacking, because this takes up time that could be used on teaching our kids. And it also doesn't provide that atmosphere to where your child really wants to learn or feels like they're getting exactly what they need. My husband had a math teacher at his high school to where they didn't really teach him much. He said his teacher was more concerned with being cool with the other kids, with feeling young again, and maybe they just weren't qualified enough. Maybe sometimes teachers just have problems with certain kids that lack discipline. And that is another reason why in public schools you could lack education. How much do we really know about what our children are learning in school? We're always busy doing other things. How much do we really know? Well, in my high school, we were separated into different categories like MSAT, CISC, CPLA, and some of them focused on math and science while others focused on English, and then one was just a mixture of special ed and mixture of MSAT and CISC classes. Now in school, People would get bullied if they said they were in CPLA or anything above CPLA, because CISC and MSAT were considered the top programs to be in. This is a reason and one thing that can make a child feel like they don't want to attend school anymore, and also to commit suicide, because bullying is bullying no matter what level it's on. With public schools, not all kids learn at the same pace. Should they be subject to teasing or frustration by the teacher? And how about being made fun of for pronouncing a word the wrong way? A famous YouTuber, Blair Fowler, goes by Juicy Star 07, was a victim of bullying, which led her to homeschooling. And later on, through homeschooling, she decided that she wanted to make videos with her free time, and then she became a YouTube celebrity. This shows you that homeschooling is very effective in many different ways. This is a graph, and on this graph, it actually shows, it looks like this. On this graph, it actually shows a study that measures the communication, daily living skills, socialization, and maturity of homeschoolers, and that they actually outscore public schools in every level, such as communication, daily living, socialization, and maturity. My daughter is 3 years old, and she just started preschool. Now, she only goes 2 days a week, but she goes for the entire day. Now, I've decided to homeschool my daughter for the 3 days that she isn't in school, because I believe that it's not just the teacher's responsibility to teach my child, but it's also my responsibility as a parent. And I need to figure out what works best for my child. Overall, I believe that homeschooling is very important. Don't choose to do public school just because it's more convenient for you as a parent, but choose homeschooling if that's what your child actually needs. I know for me, there are a lot of times where I wish I was homeschooled. I wanted to do homeschooling because I felt like I could never be myself. I felt like I was always being surrounded with people that thought I should act this way or thought I should act that way. And that's why I began to get involved in a lot of sports and extracurricular activities, to surround myself around something positive other than just the classroom. I felt like there were times where I would be bullied or talked about, and it took my mind off of what I was going to school to do, which was to learn, and it actually turned my mind toward having to get having to wear the nicest clothes, or the clothes that were name brand clothing and other things like that, which was not really important. So I feel like I really missed out on getting everything I could have gotten in school. Please don't let your child become a victim to the same things. And if homeschooling works best for your child, then please choose homeschooling. Thank you. Bye.